Made some choices.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Ravens and the Hawks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Jackson now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays and give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Josh Allen charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball start.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Quentin Jefferson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower, because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first and 3-zip. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey, middle.
They'll go option to the short side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 32 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Trying the left side with Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Walker. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run right on the option. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll go with the keeper. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles. Getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's a give to Jones running left. Do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. First throw now for the backup Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the left side. Avery. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Penny Hart. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Roper able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad, but in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. How about the positive play he just turned in?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 12. 2:01 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Finding Edwards.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wentz. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. An inside give to Jones. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, he shifts past him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 1st is Wentz.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that...
Yeah.